Morning, Roddy Rod. Sorry, Rod. Also, Mr. Rod has joined us from his trip outside this morning. Anything to say to the people, Mr. Rod? Coffee is unfortunately, but also kind of fortunately, done. It was delicious, as always. And I actually didn't journal or anything while I was drinking my coffee. I did browse my phone for a little bit, but then I just wanted a few minutes to sit in nothingness. Just sit in my own existence. I think that's good for the brain to do sometimes, so I did that while I finished this up. I also finished my breakfast, but I didn't film that. You don't need to see me eating. Now I'm going to go wash these dishes before they bother me, sit down, and probably journal and read a little bit now. Hello, I am back. I have changed shirts in an effort to more so get myself ready for the day, just feel more awake. Is this the shirt that I'm going to be wearing to work? Absolutely not, I work in production, but it's good for right now. I've decided the first thing I'm going to do this morning is continue reading in this book, journal a little bit, and then work on my Stardew Valley farm. Really need to focus on journaling, really want to focus on this book. I just finished a book last night. One of my toxic traits is I read many books at the same time, and then I make little progress in them on each individual book until I finish one or two, and then all of a sudden I'm making leaps and bounds in the others. And you would say, Chey, just read less books at the same time. And I say, I would, but I'm not a coward. I'm kidding. Not about not being a coward, just my brain can't hook into one book at one time. I need more. This book, though, has been incredible. It's a non-fiction book about the opioid crisis in Appalachia, and as someone from Appalachia, it hits home. The book is A Death in Mud Lick, a coal country fight against the drug companies that delivered the opioid epidemic. And it's written by the journalist that basically blew up the story into national headlines that these pharmaceutical companies were oversupplying these pharmacies, and as it says, delivered the opioid epidemic. I think this book is very accessible. I think it's well written. As you can tell, I'm devouring it. I was on page 60 last night when I finished the other books, and now I'm like on page 111. I'm not even going to try to finish it today, but I do want to read just a little bit more. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to read a few more chapters, then I'm going to journal for a little bit. And as if I wasn't enough of a nerd, this is the bookmark I use for nonfiction books. Okay, so I just finished some of my reading in my book. I don't know whether I'm going to include some excerpts or not because it is a really heavy subject, thus why I can only read a little bit at a time before I need a break. I do think that it is important to read, though. I think it's important to know about, important to learn about, and it is interesting. I need a break, though, because it's very heavy. And what better way to work out some of those heavy feelings, to drive away some of that heaviness, than to journal? Probably not for very long. I'm just trying to get back in the habit of journaling every day. Get back in the habit. I never journaled every day. In fact, I have decided I'm not going to try and journal every day because it's too much pressure for myself, and my mind is a rebel, and so will then refuse to do it. What I should say is I'm just trying to get myself into a habit of journaling, even if it's not every day, just whenever I have a few minutes, jotting down a little stuff. Jotting down a little bit of my thoughts, clearing my head, because I do enjoy journaling whenever I do it. It's just getting myself to do it. That's the problem. And that's on ADHD. Okay, I'm done journaling. I do feel better. My brain feels a little less heavy. I regret to inform you that I am in serious waiting mode. And the anxiety is just, she is swinging. The head gremlins are just on their game today. It's not a fun time. I hate waiting mode. It is the literal worst. The only way I can really combat my waiting mode is just to do a bunch of different little activities like I've been doing this morning. And right now, the only thing I can think to do is play 1 or 2 days in Stardew Valley. That's what we're gonna do next. I played Stardew Valley a lot longer than I meant to. It's just a game that I get sucked into, but I think that's the case for a lot of people, so I don't feel too bad. I have a few hours before I have to go. I think I'm gonna check and see if Olivia uploaded a new video, then I'm gonna watch that. The waiting mode is still hitting really hard, and it's not because I'm super nervous just about the event, it's because I have to do some stuff before the event, and as an engineer, or if you've worked in production at all, you know that if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And so I like to pad out enough time to when I get there, I can test everything, set up everything for the thing I need to set up for, and then also have extra time, more time than I think I'll need, in case anything else arises that I need to deal with before the client gets there, before, doors open. So I think to make myself feel better, I'm going to calm myself down, watch a YouTube video, and then list out the steps of what I need to do when I get there in order. I'm a person that loves lists, and I need steps, I need step-by-step instructions, I need details, and I've learned to do that for myself to give myself structure. So that is something I'm definitely going to do. Then I'm going to make sure everything is in my engineer backpack ready to go. I'm going to get properly dressed, and by that time, it should be time to eat lunch and then head to town to run an errand. Okay, hi, I finished watching Olivia's video, and I am jealous of all her beautiful sprayed edge books, and now I am currently reevaluating the state of my wallet and what books that I would want with sprayed edges, if they're available, and if I can afford them. The answer to a lot of those questions is probably no, but am I going to look anyway? Yes. Now I'm having cornbread, because I am Southern, and I love my mama's cooking. I'm going to eat this cornbread, start fixing lunch, which I'm going to cut in half and save for dinner, because with the show at dinner time, I have to eat dinner at a weird hour, but I also had to have lunch at a slightly weirder hour than I normally would. Welcome to working in production! Alright, let's eat this cornbread. Let's get this bread, while Hot Rod is staring at me.
What a handsome man. Handsome boy. Handsome boy.
He says, yes, sister, that's cool and all. Can I have some of that bread? Please? Can I have some of that cornbread? No.
We're on the floor, because I'm going to be going over my engineering bag. I'm not going to be going over everything that's in here. I may make that a separate video if anyone's interested, or if I just want to make one. But I'm just going to be making sure that everything that I need is in here for tonight. Luckily, tonight is a pretty easy night. It's just a line dance, and the people bring in their own equipment. They bring in their own music, so I don't have to worry about that. Mainly what I'm worried about is having extra cables, extra cords, basically just any extra emergency supplies, not applies. So for instance, I have hand sanitizer, I have noise-canceling silicone rubber earplugs, then I have actual earplugs, I have some pens, I have pencils, apparently I also have loose change in there, microfiber cloth, chapstick, very important, and one of the most important things that an engineer can have in their backpack,
a child. No.
a Sharpie. Multiple Sharpies actually is what you need. And yes, here we go. I have silver and black Sharpies, just in case. And I also have an 1/8 inch to lightning adapter cord. This has come in handy more times than I would have ever imagined. I have a bunch of different types of noise canceling earbud things for ear safety, because if you need to know one thing about Cheyenne-Martin, it is that I am terrified of losing my hearing. Therefore, I always come extra prepared with hearing protection. I also carry around a granola bar just in case my blood sugar starts getting low or someone's hungry and getting grumpy. But mostly for me, hearing protection again, a lot of hearing protection, mechanics gloves, USB cord. I think we're good. I think I can kind of chill now. I feel better. I certainly do feel better after rechecking my bag.
Alright, y'all, I'm very excited because I just got in a package that I have been waiting, not too long. I've been waiting on to get here. And just like yesterday, I needed this serotonin dopamine boost today. Can you guess what it is? That's right, it's another acrylic stand-up figure. It's not OM though, it's actually Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. But before we open it, I want to talk about how cute is this packaging. This is adorable. It's really bringing me back to 2008, 2009. I'm getting flashbacks. Are y'all ready? There he is. How absolutely adorable is this? I am in love. I am obsessed. My dopamine is kicking in. I'm so very happy about this. This was a good purchase.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
It's about time to leave because I need to stop by a store before I go to work. That means it is now time to get dressed and get my crap together. Let's go shopping and let's go to work. It was warm out here earlier. Now it's getting that humid that it gets right before it starts raining. But it's still really nice out. Enough to where I feel comfortable wearing a short sleeve shirt and just a denim jacket. Alright, let's see if we can get to town. Yes, I know, coonhounds. I know. Let's see if we can get to town and get to this thrift store before I have to go to work. I don't think I ever explained what I'm going to the thrift store for. I need more black pants, more black jeans, because mine are getting faded, and clearly I need to be in all black for work. And apparently this thrift store has a bunch of black pants. Dress slacks, jeans, all that. So I'm gonna go check that out and see if that's true. Alright, we're here at the store. We're gonna run in, just take a quick look-see around. I don't even know if I'm gonna film. Probably not, because it's just gonna be that quick. But we're gonna go anyway.
On this move, we're going to be doing a half turn to the left. 7, 8, go, shuffle, right, shuffle, left, go, stop, stop, and stop, stop, stop. All right, from the top. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, go, right, heel, and right, come right, and heel, out, left, right, left. Shuffle, right, shuffle, left, stop, tap, and stop, tap, tap. Whoa! All right, you go.
Board is muted and off, so now we're good to actually start pulling down wedges and start pulling XLR cables. Now let's go up on stage, shall we? We're gonna go set that table inside the curtain, and then I am Audi 5000.
Hello there.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's late, and it's time to go home.
It's actually a really nice night.
It's kind of warm.
Kind of humid, but not like enough to where it's miserable. It's nice. It's nice. Fooled you. Okay, but now seriously, let's go to bed. Thank y'all for watching. If you ain't heard it from anyone else today, I love you. Love and peace.